Is it a jungle?
Is it a prison yard?
Is it Rocky Mountain terrain?
Or is it a wasteland?
No, it's our yard.
Hi, I'm Richard.
And I'm Amanda.
And we're the Mullens. Welcome to our home.
For us, this is our first home, but it's definitely not a starter home. It's definitely a dream home for us. It's a home that we feel like our 4 kids can grow up in, a home that we feel like will be here for many years to come. And one of the things that allowed us to fall in love with this home is the yard. It's a huge yard for only being just a few minutes away from the downtown Atlanta. To get a yard of our size in the city, it was an amazing find, and it's an amazing place for us to think about and dream about the ways our kids could play, just throwing the baseball with dad, or planting a garden with mom, or splash parties with friends during the summer. But right now it's just not that appealing, and it's not that reality for our kids. And so in the long run, we would just love for it to be a place where our kids could grow, have friends, and have lots of fun as a family.
Hey, what's going on, Jason? Man, let me give you guys a brief glimpse of how desperate our landscape is. Come on. As you can see right here, this is my attempt of calling myself a landscaper. We took a few plants that we had in our garden, where we were trying to salvage them, but as you can see, the beautification attempt wasn't the greatest. Let's keep on taking a look. Most of what you see here is either dead grass, weeds, or, as you can tell right here, ant piles. Ants have seemed to take over our front yard, and we don't really know what to do about it. As you can tell, there isn't much left, even though we tried to do a community garden for our neighborhood. We got a peach tree and a couple apple trees, and oh, let me not forget the holes that remain from the plants and the fruit that used to grow here earlier in the year. As you can tell with my apple tree, fungus, fungus, fungus. Call myself having a green thumb, but clearly this is evidence that that's not the case.
And we can't forget about our front porch. Not the ideal place for our porch parties. And talk about a hazard.
Rotten wood, loose screws, and bouncy floors don't make for a safe porch. How can we entertain in this?
And not to mention the random leftover plants still growing in our yard.
Is that a red onion?
We desperately need your help. One of the things we love most about this home is the yard. We have 4 kids, and we would love for them to be able to play here, but right now that just can't happen.
So we live in the historic West End neighborhood of Atlanta, Georgia, and we've been here about 2 years. One of the things that attracted us to this community was just the great potential we saw in this neighborhood as being one that was transitioning. For us who just have a great love for people in general, but people who also desire to contribute to our community, we saw it as a great opportunity to serve our neighbors and be a part of the solution for some of the problems that exist within the city. So with that being said, we want our home to be a great representation of what the West End has to offer, and right now that's just not the case. We would consider our house a beautiful house, but our yard detracts from what this neighborhood really has to offer. From not having a privacy fence that covers up the mess in the backyard, to having a busted up porch, to having no grass whatsoever in the front yard, but only having weeds and wood chips. This isn't at all a great representation of what the historic West End has to offer. And so that's where we need your help. Would you help us make our home something that our neighborhood and our community can be proud of, and something that can help be a part of the solution here in the historic West End?